my 3 years off after undergrad. Welcome to another video. For the people that don't know me, my name is Dominique Levy. You are new here, welcome. I'm glad to have you. I am a aspiring law student applying for this year's cycle, and I'm taking you guys along with me on the journey so you could just see everything that I be going through. Obviously, we see what week of the month it is, you guys. Okay, and I have no shame whatsoever. Like, we wear pimple patches like it's nobody's business. I'd rather see this hill on my face. I'd rather see a pimple patch. At least I know you're trying to treat it. And I definitely have two really big ones up here, but they're whiteheads, so they're literally like prime real estate just to, and I'm trying my hardest not to do that because that creates hyperpigmentation, and then we're back at square one. So if y'all see a little cast on my face, y'all know what it is. It's the sunscreen. At least I wear sunscreen. Remember, we are not judgmental on this channel. It's weird. Today is August 2nd, 2024. It is Friday. We are literally about to go to Starbucks because you guys, when I tell y'all I have so much to do. Really bad because I feel like I've been getting on like a lot of Zoom calls and a lot of like school, you know, like tours and stuff like that, because we're like entering into application season. I tell y'all, every time I get on a Zoom call with another school, they telling me something else I need to submit with my application, and I'm just looking like,
just trying to get the essay right, I'm just trying to get the personal statement right.
Like, I'm just trying to get y'all to do so many other things. Did get on a call last night. It was about diversity statements, aka, you see how I'm touching it? You see? That's why we put on pimple patches. On a call last night, and we talked about diversity statements and optional statements, and how, you know, the Supreme Court's decision about diversity when it came to like university, you know, kind of changed a lot of things, especially for minority and black and brown students, right? We're not even just talking about black people, we're talking about minorities, period. Just different, okay? You're just different, right? And so that changed a lot of things as far as school, because now, you know, they basically said that schools cannot admit you in regards, wow. So I have a lint roller in my car, but schools cannot admit you due to, you know, things such as race or diversity. So basically kind of what they explained on the call, your optional statements should be a piece of the puzzle of your whole story about your application. Something in your personal statement that you didn't go into deep detail about, your optional statement is like the place where you can be like, hey, I touched on this in my personal statement, but I just wanted to elaborate and give you guys a little bit more background on why, you know, this has shaped me and why this has brought me to wanting to go to law school and yada 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 yada. So I'm already dressed. I just have on like these little blue shorts with this top. Putting on my silver Crocs, by the way, but that's the fit. I went for a very relaxed look today because I don't want to wear jeans. It's hot. It's like 89 degrees. It's only 10:20 and it's already 89 degrees. So like, I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna take a jacket with me because I am going to Starbucks and it'd be cold, and it'd be real cold. So, but yeah, I will see y'all when I get to Starbucks. I feel like when I put shades on, it don't look like I have as many pimple patches on, so I'm fine. I made it to Starbucks. I thought I would take this time, update you guys. I know me starting YouTube was so abrupt. If you're from my TikTok or from my Instagram, you know, like I used to do like the pre-law updates and the LSAT studying updates and everything like that or whatever. I haven't done one of my short form law school updates in a minute because your girl has been just swept up with life. Sometimes I feel like I don't have time to breathe, because if I breathe something else, I'm gonna need to have to do something else. Like, I feel it. That sounds really dark, but it wasn't intended to be dark. Love my life. I love me. And I love that I'm here on this earth and I feel like I'm meant to be here. Okay, I love that about me. Okay, period. I am a gift. Like, what? I deserve to be on this planet, period. I took my first LSAT back in April. Got my score. If you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you will see that I'm not sharing my scores until later in my process. So you gotta stay tuned to see the growth. Going into the April LSAT, like I kind of knew what my score was going to be. And my score was very close to the practice test that I was getting. I wanted to take this test with logic games because I studied for 8 months with logic games. When I tell you, like, logic games was my worst section, right? So I literally spent a whole month strictly on logic games, to where I was basically nearly scoring perfect in logic games. I think I would miss like 6 out of the whole section. Looking back on that, that was probably not the smartest idea because, you know, my reading comprehension and my logical reasoning suffered, and now we have an LSAT with only reading comprehension and logical reasoning. Dang, you did all that work for nothing. LSAT I took in April was my highest LSAT score based on my practice test that I had ever gotten. I was very surprised. That's why I was so like ecstatic, because I was like, oh my god, it's higher. I ain't never scored this score on a practice test. Like, not me being in testing conditions made me better. And that's probably true. So excuse the quality just going down like that. My April LSAT was basically like, I want to take this because I spent 8 months studying logic games and I spent a lot of time on it, and if I don't take this test with logic games, I just feel like my time would have been wasted. And that's just how I felt about it. So I took it. My score surprised me. I will say. After careful deliberation and based on my school list and what I want to do in law, I was like, okay, I'm gonna retake it. Also, financial aid funding is a big factor for me. Like, it is. I am not well endowed, and my family is not well endowed. And nobody is well endowed. I don't know anybody. I'm gonna be the well endowed person. And also just the jobs that I want, the things that I kind of want to do, the lifestyle that I want. Yes, you want to do law school because you want to do law school. Do not go to law school just because you think it's an option. Don't do it. And I agree, because the application process in itself, oh my god, the financial barriers, especially for minority students, like, we'll get into it. Not today though. I'm just at a point where I'm gonna retake this test. That's what I'm focusing on. But also, like, in the midst of retaking this test, I do have to get my applications together. One thing I will say about the application process, as far as like your personal statement, if you are applying to law school, do not underestimate the writing process. When I tell you I have written at least 4 different completely different drafts of my personal statement, and none of them are finished. Just be having ideas and
go back to it, and then I'm just like, I don't like this either.
It's a very up and down process, but you need to go through that process, because personal statement, especially for law school, and just all the optional statements, from what I am learning, it's a big meat and potatoes of the application. And your girl need all the ups she can get. I am aware that I am not privileged. I am aware that I do not have a lot of resources, access, connections. I am making those connections, and I am beginning to grow, and I'm beginning to understand why they are so important. I am a first generation college student, and so just the learning process in itself for this is so overwhelming. There's so much information, there's so much to know, so many decisions to make, so many things to think about in order to make this decision, because law school is not just some little decision. Like, it's really not. Like, baby, it's expensive, it's hard work, and it's stressful, it's time consuming. If you just, you know, watch Suits or something,
baby, you don't want to go to law school.
Lucky that I took my 3 years off after undergrad to truly figure that out. Oh, I was interrupted because I had a phone call, which is again why I do not like recording on my phone. So it's slightly overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I'm just like, whoa. I have a lot of like imposter syndrome. Like, I literally be like, I don't even know why I would put this school on my list. Like, I'm not gonna get in. And then I'm just like, girl, get it together. Yes, you can get into the school, and not only because you are a minority student. Like, you can get into the school because of your experiences, hard work on the LSAT. Like, you can get into any school you want to, and stop thinking like that. And that's really what I be having to tell myself, y'all. Am I stressed? I'm trying to more so focus on enjoying this process more so, because I know once I get into law school, that's going to be like a whole different ball game. I feel like I'm self-reflected. I did not think this hard about going to a school in undergrad. My mom came in my room one day and she was just like, are you going to college? And I was like, I guess. I didn't know where to apply, just applied to wherever my friends applied and I got accepted, and then boom, that was it. Ain't that for me? Because I wish I would have done better, but nobody was there to teach me. And now we getting into my personal statement, so I'm about to go. Today's to-do list includes admin days. I normally do it on Sundays, but personally, I want to relax on Sundays. Sometimes it be going into my House of the Dragons time, and if you watch House of the Dragons, you a real one. By the time you see this, the final episode will probably come out. Ready? Team black, and if you're team green, you can get out of here. Now that we're focused. Admin day, right? To-do list. But I am gonna edit content. I need to take a practice test tomorrow. I finished these drills that I should have finished 2 days ago, but I was so exhausted that I couldn't do it. Start to put my schools in like a cohesive order for me, where I know which school needs what type of optional statements, how many letters of recommendations they want. I need to put them in like a chart. And also input it into my calendar so I know like, okay, this is the due date. I have this many days. If it's out of sight, it is out of my mind. Like legit, I am very much that type of person. So I need it in my face. I need to work on my personal statement, whichever draft I decide to pull out. I will see you guys. I also gotta figure out what's going on with my camera because I can't do this on my phone. About 30 minutes later, I finished all of my drills. I literally just did like 4 drills, and so I will blind review those tomorrow. I have this feeling that I kind of want to be outside. I'm gonna go to the park, work on my personal statement, maybe for like an hour because it's hot and I have on black. Got to this little area. Hopefully there's no wasp nest. Oh, I just saw a wasp. I know people be like, oh, they won't bother you. The devil is a lie. Wasps be playing, and I know that for a fact. Okay, guys, so I'm reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, but this one is a black choice. Napoleon Hill wrote a Think and Grow Rich for black people, but it so happened it never got published. I wonder why. Dennis Kimbrough and Napoleon Hill. He cites Napoleon Hill because he basically, somehow he got copies of basically the manuscript of this book that Napoleon Hill was writing. Reading this one, a black choice, and where it's centered particularly around the black community and, you know, what the black community faces, not only physically hold us back, but also just mentally holds us back. And you know, I'm tired of it. And it's really been helping me, honestly, even with this journey with law school, reminding me that like I am breaking generational curses, and I am, you know, reframing my mind to think in a different way, and that's going to take time. That's a bug. Oh, I know they say you're not supposed to be afraid of bugs, but I'm afraid. I guess that's a sign that I should stop talking. No, I was spitting. It really has been helping me that like the best is yet to come, and I am the decider of my own fate, but it is literally a mental and spiritual and physical journey that you have to go through every day, every process, every phase. So if you want it, Think and Grow Rich, a black choice. Made it back home, washed my face. Yes, you see the big mountains on my freaking face. Look at all that water. But I wanted to show y'all my concoction that I just made. for my chill Friday afternoon. Mind you, I'm not a drinker. I hate alcohol. I only like wine. I hate it so much. I bartend part-time, right? If you didn't know that, now you know. And so I know how to make a lot of drinks, right? I understand the chemistry of alcohol, even though I don't really drink it. I mix this Amaretto sour stuff with this Dr. Pepper cream soda. Baby, that... I don't even drink soda, and I'm gonna regret this later. But best thing I've ever made in my freaking life. Go ahead and get you some.
Just wanted to come back and update you guys. I'm still recording on my phone. My camera loves to play games with me. I was editing the YouTube video for like 3 hours. I made me some ramen and I'm finna watch Black Clover because I'm trying to finish this new season because I have not finished it yet. Eventually I need to catch up on One Piece. I'm like 2 episodes behind, but we'll catch up always. There's always gonna be another anime. So this closes out this vlog. Thank you guys. See y'all tomorrow.